Question: would you let someone implant a microchip into your hand if you would receive $2,000 a month in return for getting a chip put in your hand? You heard me right. We'll give you universal basic income, basically 2,000 euros, $2,000 a month if you allow us to put a microchip in your hand. That's exactly what's about to happen as part of the rollout of the central bank digital currencies. It's a carrot for them to rope you into this mess. We'll get to that part of the story in a minute. The chip implantation process, not the corn chip, as Dan said in our chat, but a actual metallic tracking chip. But a new report just published this week by the Bank for International Settlements explains how our new digital money system is about to work. We've been warning you that this was coming for a long time on this show. Also, we weren't the only ones predicting this. It was predicted in a little book, you might have heard of it, called the Bible, The Mark of the Beast. For one thing, this is how this new system would operate. According to them, the Bank for International Settlements, the new reserve currency, forget the dollar as you know it, basically. This will be the new reserve currency, which is how they want to label it and how they are labeling it. This would be used to settle all transactions. As everyone moves away from the US dollar right now, this seems like perfect timing to be moving to this new system. So are they purposefully torpedoing the US dollar in preparation for a global new reserve currency? One might wonder, right? We don't believe in conspiracy theories around here, but you have to wonder. It could include the confiscation of all property, physical property. Here's a question: would you let someone?
All right, of course, I'm going to start by saying, Call Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone that rule and teach as well. Peace and shalom to the Akim out there and the elect, which consists of the men, women, and children selected to make it out of here from the coming nuclear destruction, all right? I'm the brother Zion Allah, the DC camp, coming at you with another video. I'll name it the Charagma. First the carrot, then the stick. Okay, and that phrase actually goes into, which I'm about to read it. It goes into incentives, rewards, and then punishments. It says carrot and stick. The phrase carrot and stick is a metaphor for the use of a combination of reward and punishment to induce a desired behavior. In politics, carrot and stick sometimes refers to the realist concept of soft and hard power. But going back, it says it's a metaphor for the use of a combination of reward and punishment to induce a desired behavior. What is the desired behavior? The desired behavior is in Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's the desired behavior. They want to have everybody chipped. All right, like Aaron Russo said, okay? They want everybody on the planet chipped. AKA, they want everybody on the planet to be their slaves. All right? That's what they want. They want total control, who lives, who dies, what they can shut off, what they can turn on in your lives. They want total control. All right? And right now we're in the time of that prophecy. All right, with a time where they want to put this charagma in your right hand or in your foreheads. And look, that's not a philosophy. That's not a doctrine. That's not sin that's already been here. As a matter of fact, Revelation 13 and 16 is a prophecy. What is a prophecy? To say before they spring forth, I tell you of them. That's what a prophecy is. Not something that's already been here. Okay? This prophecy is something that happens before it happens. Okay? And guess what? We've been, starting with our apostles and elders on down, we've been doing these things. We've been talking about these prophecies because they're very relevant to what's going on. Okay? Very, very, very relevant to the time that we are in. All right? As you can see with the CBDC, all right, that's coming out in your face. Okay? It's being hinted at in your face. With the CBDC, you can see that is slowly but surely, or rather, I'll say gradually, moving towards its mark, pun intended. Okay? It's gradually moving towards, all right, what they want, their destination. Okay, their plans being fulfilled. All right? And it says, let me read it again. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So again, this is something that's going to be definitely inside of you. Okay? All right. If it's not something that's going to be inside of you, how else can you get things like Revelation, the 16th chapter? All right. Revelation 16 and 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. And you go to when you go to noisome, okay, Caicos, all right, of bad nature, not such as ought to be, of a mode of thinking, feeling, acting, base, wrong, wicked, troublesome, injurious, pernicious, destructive, baneful. So noisome is troublesome, injurious. Okay? All right. Now, look, injurious, and you dealing with words like harm. You see, harm, ill. So harm, ill, what? Sore. You see, and grievous. Go back to this. Get the reverse. And grievous, sore, is a wound. Okay, so bad, ill, okay, wound. See, when you take those words out, the Greek words and stuff like that, and you change it out for the definition of those words, then it makes a little bit of sense. See, when you look up noisome, you're thinking like noise or something like that. It's talking about bad, ill, okay, all right, and then grievous, things of this nature, and then it says wound. So it's bad, ill, wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, pus. What produces a discharge and pus? Something that goes under your skin, something that forms under your skin, because you pop nasty bumps and you have pus that comes out. So what do you think is going to happen when these people put this charagma up inside of them? Okay, a lot of them are going to get this this ill, bad wound in that location. Okay, and that can be cancerous. It can be anything. All right, but they're going to receive of that. Why? Because they took of this goddamn thing that the Lord said not to. All right, and specifically, I might add, talking to the Israelites, because to hell with the other nations. They can do whatever the hell they want to. Okay, all right, but it's for the Israelites not to do this. All right, and the elect are not going to do this. All right. So if it was something that was a philosophy or a doctrine, how can it cause an actual bad or ill sore upon you? You see that? All right. That's why, the real men of the Lord have to teach the scriptures. The one who teaches this in truth and sincerity. It's all about truth and sincerity. When you're not sincere, you're going to do things like speak wickedness about what the Bible is saying when it's not saying that. All right. Revelation 13 and 16 again, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that causeth, he has slick ways to try to cause people to receive it. And guess what? You have to receive it on your own choice. Okay, you have a choice. They're not going to pin you down and put this in you. They're going to give you a choice. You have to choose who's going to be your God. That's basically what it is. Okay, it's just like the whole going back to Israelites being slaves to other Israelites or servants to other Israelites. Okay, all right. When we wanted to actually serve our master forever, or another Israelite man forever, then we would have to put the awl through our ear. We have to be staked. All right. So the same thing, all right, for Esau. He's like, I'm gonna put this digital awl up inside of you, and you're gonna be mine forever. But remember, the servant has to say, I want to be with my master. The master didn't say, you're mine forever. He said, I'm pleased to dwell with my master. Same thing with Esau. I'm pleased to have Esau as my king, my ruler. So you have to accept this on your own will. That's how powerful this is. Because when you accept it on your own will, you are making sure that is my God, that's my king, that's my power. I believe in everything he says, etc. You see, the elect are saying that about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He is my power. He is my rock, my defender. In him will I trust. He is my king. He is my savior. Yahweh Yahushai, the Heavenly Father and the Son. You see, we're doing the exact opposite of what these wicked people are going to do, right? So that the carrot part is they're going to have celebrities. They're going to have and these different incentives to try to get you to take it. Just like with that when the 19 was running around, when they started issuing the sticker to quote unquote cure the 19, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, They had incentives back then. They had actual cash money incentives for people to what? Come and collect if they come to that location and take the sticker that they was issuing out to people. Now that same sticker is making people drop dead. How about that? You notice people are dropping dead. People are getting blood clots all over because they took it as sticker. Okay? Every time you put your trust in Esau, that's what you get. Okay? All right? But they had actual incentives, different carrots, to come take the sticker. At one time, they had different locations, like even strip clubs get involved, barbershops. Okay? But going to something stupid like a strip club, they said, look, if you get the sticker at this particular strip club, we're going to give you a VIP package worth up to $5,000. Now, what does that mean to a strip club? That means the owner of the strip club or whatever, the managers, whatever, they're going to have those women out there dancing up on people left and right, the ones that took this goddamn sticker. All right? That was crazy to have them involved. To trick men to go to a place like that and have all these women up dancing all up on him, butt naked, bucket naked, all up on him. All right, you can see their pubic hairs. you know what he say? He said you can see their public hairs. Oh man, that dude, man, he was funny. But those different incentives, man, that had to trick those men to go to those places and actually get a sticker because of the reward that they were going to see, that carrot. All right. You see? So a heavy carrot in this thing is these different incentives, these different monetary incentives. $2,000 a month. Okay. A lot of people that are hurting are definitely going to run to that if they don't have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. They're going to run to that because they trust in man. The scripture says, cursed be him that trusteth in man. All right. As a matter of fact, we go to Jeremiah 17. So Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm. You made flesh your strength. You made the corner your strength instead of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And guess what? You're going to suffer for it. And whose heart departed from the Lord, exactly. And you're going to suffer for it. Okay? All right? When you make flesh your strength, you're going to suffer for it. Now, all those people that took that sticker, they're all suffering. How much more so when people take the Charagma? They're going to be suffering. That Revelation 16 is going to hit people's ass. Okay? It's not going to get everybody because people are going to have to die from the missiles. It may F them up. Some people's going to kill. Some people's going to F them up bad. But guess what? A lot of them are going to die from the nuclear missiles. That's thus saith the scriptures. Okay? All right? But the carrot is to have all those incentives. Okay? Now the stick. Remember, the stick represents the punishment. Now, Revelation 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? You're not going to buy or sell unless you had this mark that is also the name of the beast or the number of his name, because that's all in that digital code. All right? That 666 is the name and also the number of his name, all embedded in that digital code. Okay? 666. And matter of fact, 18. Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 666. And that code is embedded in every last one of those charagmas. Okay? And guess what? The stick is, you're going to be shut off completely unless you accept of this. All right? Now, it may be just one line. It may be, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had a mark. Okay, it might be just one little short line, but that is going to be heavy in actuality. You won't be able to go to the actual stores or anywhere unless you have this. What does that do? You can't go to the supermarkets. You don't have food. You don't have these different resources. You starve. Okay? You can't go to any other mom and pop stores or anything because everything's going to be changed over and you won't have physical resources. You starve. You grow your own food. If you run out of seeds, you starve. But wait a minute. You grow your own food. Guess what? You have to live inside of a dwelling, all right, that has a yard or something like that, or some type of, they have these arrow gardens in your house where you can grow plants and stuff like that. Okay, cool. But that needs power. You can't pay your electric bill unless you have the MOTB, the Charagma. You can't pay your mortgage, okay? You can't pay your rent unless you have the MOTB or the Charagma. All right? So those are things that I'm just going to do my own thing. Unless the stuff is completely yours, you're still going to be out there. And then, even if it is yours, you still can't put your trust in your flesh because the Lord can have other people that are hungry come and take that from you. All right? So the stick aspect of it is what? You won't be able to buy or sell. And that actually hurts a lot because people have families and families are going to starve and they got to make a decision. And our decision is to follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai, no matter what happens. Now, when you go to Revelation 20 and 4, and it says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushai, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. Because they can put it in your left hand too. It says, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Okay? They were the ones that were risen back up when the Lord came back. And we reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years, and then we put them damn demons. All right. This what happened. We reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. Actually, we're going to reign forever at that point. But the 1,000-year period is what? They're going to be, we're going to put the other nations in slavery. Because the very next verse, verse 5, but the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. Okay, so when you read the end of verse 4, you got to connect verse 5 as well. It says, this is the first resurrection. All right, we lived, we were the ones that came, we got delivered into the chariots. Okay, those that died in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai got raised up in the chariot first. Those that were left also got raised up, all right, deliverance from the nuclear missiles. We went up with the Lord in the chariots, okay? And then when we came back down to establish rule on the planet Earth, guess what? All the other nations, the dead, okay? Remember, those that wander out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. The heathen don't have that, so they're automatically considered dead. And Israelites that act like the heathen, you're considered dead, all right? But the rest of the dead, meaning the heathen, they're going to be put down in slavery, okay? And they're not going to enjoy life until the 1,000 years are up, okay? All right? But going back up into, all right, the mark, okay, received this mark upon their foreheads, guess what? Those individuals got beheaded. They're not going to start off with the stick. They're not going to start off with, hey, y'all, if y'all don't take this, you're going to get beheaded or you're going to be killed. They're going to start off with carrots and incentives first, and eventually it's going to go into what? The stick, harsher measures. The same way they did that 19, when the 19 was running around and they did that sticker. They started off with incentives and then they were threatening people. We will fire you. We will do this. We will do that if you don't take this. You can't go here. You can't go there. And they almost did the supermarkets. But I believe they didn't do the supermarkets in the spirit because guess what? That's not the MOTB. They can only go but so far. With the MOTB, you won't be able to buy or sell except you have it. You won't be able to do any transactions, no matter where you go, any transactions. You won't be able to do any of it unless you have this Charagma. So don't let them fool you with this whole carrot jazz. And it sounds like it's good because eventually after the carrot, it's going to come with a stick. And if it comes with a stick, was it really good? If it's something that's supposed to be good, if there has to be a stick later on, was it really good for you? All right? Call Haloyim, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bashir Kal Kodash, the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and shalom to the elect. As always, double shalom.